Hello everyone, it's Diego Doom here, and today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing Solo Chogokin GX-45 Shin Mazinger Z. Shin Mazinger Z originally aired back in 2009 and is a basic retelling of the original Mazinger Z story, but with some extra content. So I highly recommend that everyone checks out Shin Mazinger Z. It is a fantastic series and definitely a very nice, very neat, and very cool retelling of the Mazinger Z story. So definitely check that out. But nonetheless, Solo Chogokin GX-45 Shin Mazinger Z is a fantastic release in the Solo Chogokin line. Shin Mazinger Z has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic articulation, fantastic accessories, and some very nice, very neat, very cool, and very satisfying diecast content. So first, let's check out Shin Mazinger Z's accessories. Okay, let's check out Shin Mazinger Z's accessories. So Shin Mazinger Z comes with one jet Scrander, one additional pair of forearms, one additional pair of hands, one hover powder, and then one very nice, very neat, and very cool stand to hold all the accessories. So first, let's check out Shin Mazinger Z's extra hands. Okay, let's check out Shin Mazinger Z's additional pair of hands. And his additional pair of hands are his open hands here. And they're definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. First and foremost, the paint application is definitely a very shiny and very glossy black, so it's definitely cool here. And the detailing in the hand is pretty cool, so you definitely have those robotic and mechanical notches in each of the knuckle points, so that's definitely cool here. And then also, at the wrist, there's this coil point, which makes it seamless as it attaches to the forearm. So pretty cool there. And how this pegs in is by a ball peg. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the additional pair of forearms here. Let me grab that. Okay. So how this pegs in, it just pegs in just like so. So you just kind of push that in. And it's a nice and firm and secure peg in, so pretty cool. And one thing I like with the coil there, it makes it seamless no matter how you bend the hand, so that is definitely pretty cool there. So pretty seamless, I really like that. So pretty cool. So next we'll go ahead and jump into the forearms. So the additional pair of forearms contain the rocket punch gimmick that's found in a lot of the Solo Chogokin Mazinger figures. So pretty cool right here. So how this works, this piece here kind of pegs in, and it's the fire mechanism to launch the rocket punch. So if we just pull this peg here, that's going to shoot across the room, and it did. So pretty cool, and it's definitely a pretty strong spring-loaded launcher here. So definitely cool there. And how this attaches to Shin Mazinger Z is it attaches via the forearms. Well, the forearms attached by a magnet here. So you get the arm pretty snug right there. And then to load the rocket punch forearm there is a peg inside of this forearm. I'm not sure if you can see that. There's a peg there. And it just kind of slots in there. So push it in until it clicks. You can hear that click. Let's see. Let me pull that out. So all I got to do is push it in until it clicks. And it clicks into place like so. And then you're ready to fire again. And that just fits in there nice and secure. Just like so. And one thing that's pretty cool is just with the magnet system for the forearms, it's a very secure fit, and it does take some effort to actually pull the magnets apart. So definitely some strong, it's definitely a strong system going on here. So definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So next we'll check out the hover powder. And it's a pretty cool and definitely a very small and delicate piece here. So here you have the hover powder there. So, pretty small piece. There's some, decent detailing going on here with the hover wings and everything like that. Pretty cool piece. I don't think there's a koji inside of here, so that'd be pretty hard to sculpt out anyways, but still. Definitely a nice piece, and this is actually articulated, so you fold the wings up. And then there's a peg here where it pegs into Mazinger Z's head. So we just grab Mazinger Z here, and there's a peg in his head there, if you can see that. And all you gotta do is just kind of slide that in and feel for the peg, and it pretty much comes right into place. So get that in there. Yep, and that's it. So now you have Shin Mazinger Z ready to launch. So it's pretty cool. And then one thing to also note with the hover powder, it's a firm, but then again, it's not that firm of a connection. And if you bump this figure, kind of move this figure just right, this can come loose and kind of jiggle around in there, and you'll just have to put it back in place. So do be aware of that, because you definitely don't want this piece to fall out and get lost, because then you just have a extremely awkward Mazinger Z figure, so do be aware of that. So next, we're going to go ahead and check out the Jet Scrander. Okay, let's check out the Jet Scrander here. So the Jet Scrander is a very nice, very neat, and very cool accessory here. I really enjoy this accessory. So initially, this is definitely a nicely done piece here. So I assume that this is a molded yellow plastic, I guess. So, but it still has a very nice gloss here, and you have the signature Mazinger paint wings here going on. Pretty cool. And then the wings on the Jet Scrander, they are a very nice glossy and vibrant red, so definitely cool here. And how this attaches is this ring wraps around Mazinger Z's waist, but also this pegs into the back. But first, one thing that makes this accessory very cool, now initially this accessory is in flight mode, so you see the wings are kind of tilted backward. So pretty cool. This is in flight mode. Now to take this from flight mode to standing mode, all you have to do is flip and swap the wings. So how you do that here, you'll just grab a wing, and you definitely want to kind of support this as you're pulling these out. Just kind of pull that out there. Just kind of wiggle that piece. It's kind of tough to pull out. So you just take the wings out here. Just remove this one. See if we can pull that one out. And then what you want to do is just swap each side for the wings. So just... And one thing, there's a kind of a unique slotting system going in here. You just kind of feel how it goes in, and you'll get it in there. So push that in there. Clicks into place very firm and very securely. Get this piece. Click that in. Pretty cool. And then what you want to do is push the jets actually up. So, ouch. Yeah, one thing to note, this piece is pretty sharp, and I'm just now realizing that, so do be careful. Just kind of find the best way to push these up without touching that center piece. So now, the Jet Scrander is in standing mode, so pretty cool there. And one thing to note, to make sure you're doing it right, make sure the wings are pointing up and going outward, so they have to make a outward motion, because I kind of got this mixed up a couple of times when I was initially getting this figure, so definitely cool. So how this attaches, you just grab Shin Mazinger Z here and just push that into his back. So make sure the peg goes in the back first, and make sure it goes in as much as possible. Let's get that in there, then wrap the waistband around Shin Mazinger Z, and there you have Shin Mazinger Z with the Jet Scrander. So definitely very nice, very neat, and a very cool accessory. See if we can get him more into frame. So we get him way back here. So definitely a cool piece. Really enjoy that accessory. It definitely represents the show very faithfully. So definitely cool. And then lastly, I'll go over the stand here. The stand is definitely nicely done. This stand here has the Mazinger Z title here, very nice. It's embossed here. It's not necessarily metal or anything like that, but it's definitely very nicely done. And then there's all these pegs and holes to hold Mazinger Z and his accessories. Then also there's this extra piece. This piece actually holds the Jet Scrander. Then also there's another piece that you can attach, and it will hold Shin Mazinger Z in flight mode, so you can kind of simulate him flying. But one thing about this piece and just this little column that sticks out, I don't feel like it's tall enough, and it's not at the proper angle to truly simulate Shin Mazinger Z in a flight mode. So I feel like you might have to maybe find some kind of very sturdy stand or Tamashii stand to truly get a very nice flight pose for Shin Mazinger Z. But nonetheless, this is still cool and greatly appreciated, and it definitely displays very nicely. So definitely cool. So now, with Shin Mazinger Z's accessories out of the way, let's go ahead and check out the figure itself. Okay, let's check out the Shin Mazinger Z figure itself. So Shin Mazinger Z has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic articulation, and some very nice, very neat, very cool, and very satisfying diecast content. So first, let's check out Mazinger Z's head here. So it's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So you have a spot on and pretty fantastic sculpt here on the face. So it's definitely spot on. You definitely have some very nice metallic gold paint apps going on in the eye, so pretty cool. And as far as the articulation, the head is, first, initially the head is on a ball joint, so you can look left, right. You could probably do a full 360, but it's kind of hindered by the back piece on Shin Mazinger Z's head. So, Shin Mazinger Z doesn't turn his head all the way around anyway, so I wouldn't worry about that. So in the neck here, you can look really far down, look really high up, so definitely cool there. In the arms, so the arms can go out 90 degrees. You can do a full rotation here, 360. Very nice clicky joints here on the shoulder, pretty cool. Then in the forearms here, the forearms again attached via a magnet, so pretty cool there. And it's definitely a very secure and firm connection there. Then also, the forearms can bend, so that's pretty cool right there. Very nice bend. It's pretty much just 90 degrees, so it's not like a double jointed elbow or anything like that, but still, definitely cool there. Then the hands are on a ball peg, so you can spin that all around, so pretty cool there. Then here in the waist, I noticed on my figure, the waist can turn just a little bit. It may be getting a little loose, but do be mindful. I'm not absolutely sure if it's supposed to turn at the waist or not, so do be careful with that, but still cool nonetheless. Then the real innovation for the Soul Chogokin line, as far as the hips, legs, and feet are concerned, lie here. So initially, Mazinger Z can kick out about, this far and go back about this far, and then go out to the side about this far. So that's pretty cool and pretty standard. But with this new innovation, if you just pull down, it exposes the connections for the legs. You can get a wider range of motion here, and you're able to establish some truly dynamic poses here, and that increases significantly. So then here in the legs, there's another innovation here. So initially the knee bends back about this much, but there's a piece here. You can see that peg. If you push that in, the peg's here. If you push that in as the knee's bend back, let's see if we can get that. Whoops. Push that in. Now you have a truly double jointed knee on a Soul Chogokin figure. So it's definitely very nice, very neat, very cool. So you can absolutely capture those truly dynamic poses. And then also one more innovation in the feet here. So the foot can actually move around just a little bit. But if you pull down, expose this out, now you have an even more wide range of motion here in the foot. So now you can truly strike those absolutely dynamic poses and keep Shin Mazinger Z very stable in those poses too. So this is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So as far as I'm aware, this is pretty much the most posable figure in the Soul Chogokin line. And this structure type becomes pretty standard in the next figures in the future that are coming up in the next review. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But as far as the paint applications, you have a very nice black glossy paint application going on here. So definitely cool. A very nice silver tone going on for the in between the arms and the stomach here and the thighs. So definitely cool there. And then as far as the diecast content's concerned, the diecast is in the legs, maybe in the feet. It kind of feels like it kind of doesn't. So pretty cool there. Diecast here in the waist and in the chest, and I think also in the shoulders. So definitely a heavy figure, so it's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. So with the figure review out of the way, let's go ahead and conclude this review. To conclude the review, Soul Chogokin GX-45 Shin Mazinger Z is another fantastic release in the Soul Chogokin line. Shin Mazinger Z has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic articulation, fantastic accessories, and some very nice, very neat, and very cool and very satisfying die-cast content. I highly recommend you pick this figure up, and also check out the show Shin Mazinger Z. It's definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. This has been another review by Diego Doom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe.